it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to guard.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it.
Coach EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 23-yard line.
Set 180! Block 11!
Hey, watch it!
Cluster! Hey, Rocket! 12.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Hey, Charlie!
Mike, check, 59. Rap.
Load it!
10. Check 4.
Keep it skinny! Undercrunch! Hey, Alpha!
Mike is 59.
What?
Throwing on second and long. Rivers. It's caught by Garcon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
12.
Check 43. Switch.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Hey, easy.
41 to Mike. Check 41. Let's make these babies.
Keep it skinny.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
You.
Now Rivers. And an alley to run. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 61, matchbox lights. Buffalo one, Buffalo one. 41, Mike, 41.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Check nickel. Hey. Done.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go. 6 yard roll. 66, pull it, half. Check 9.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's go now. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Guys, it's game situation.
To throw is Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Load it. Load it.
Now Rivers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Round 80.
59. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And now he's taken down. And Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ready? Pittsburgh. Don't get nervous. Right. He's talking right here. He's talking right.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
Ready? Right. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? I got you, punk.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. It's caught. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brissett. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll get the first-rounder, Caleb McGarry, there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
I'm coming after you. Go. 15, Mike, 15. I'm coming. I'm coming after you. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Brissett now. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Complete to Jones. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Now Brissett on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
White 90. Black 11.
Mike 54. I'm coming. Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming for you. You mine. Big dance.
Left. 31.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. picked off by Rashawn Melvin. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive.
Tackle.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, 380.
Mike's by 4. Watch the curl.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw there out to Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, 4-1's Mike.
Hey.
You ready?
White, 89.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Round 80.
Yeah, let's get that ball, Let's get that ball.
Alpha.
Watch out.
Load it.
Hold
Buffalo wall. Buffalo wall. Red Delta!
Watch the whip.
White!
Wide. Get wide.
Hey, Haywood!
A first down throw here for Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 79! 79!
Shit. Watch the shit.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it! Load it!
Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will get him one closer. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Too low, Captain. He's crashing. He's too low. Crash. Ball trot.
Throwing. Brissett. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
Switch up, switch up.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Red! Red!
Hey, look, 3.
You.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Alpha! Through!
No. Kill.
Wait!
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Cluster.
Mike's 50.
Hey, Echo!
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss a one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Coleman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check right 54. Right 54. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Slow down. Switch.
On first down, it's Coleman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Darren Lee there to get him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd and 9, Brissett. Now they go screen. It's complete. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Mike's 50.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Brissett now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Coleman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Here's Brissett toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Hey, Delta! Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey, orbit.
58, come on.
Cluster right. Hey.
He's coming.
We got double up. Red Delta! Behind!
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Zero.
Check.
Run 80.
Be good.
Tight. Load it.
Rivers. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Check. Cluster. Hey, I'm going to go load it.
3rd and long for Rivers. He gets this one to Garcon. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Wait! Hey, hot!
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Coming in.
Hey, Rocket!
Check 52.
Q.
From the gun, Rivers. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
Easy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Hey, watch that. Check.
Orange 54.
54.
I'm coming.
Load it.
Check 99. Watch the ship.
Hey.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
50 the money. Hey, here I come.
Run 80.
Here I come. Check safety.
12.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Load it. Flick.
Throwing again, Rivers. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Eagles.
Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Left. Lucky. General West. Keep it skinny.
He's checking.
Hey, easy.
Check the backer.
Hey, go orange. Orange 5-4.
Throwing Rivers. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Left. Hey, I'm going to go load it.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Q. 36. Hey, 79. Hey, Delta.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rivers bearing it deep for Garcon. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass.
Brissett sets to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Watch the safety creek.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Completes it to Coleman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. They run with Henderson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Rivers to throw it. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Zero.
58 to Mike, 58.
Small.
Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 79! 79!
58, come on. Ricky. Hatchet.
From the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Brissett. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
.46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught by Garcon. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Eagles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight that. There you go. Rerun.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. And an Eagle 1st down.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Red. 58, come on. It's our time. It's our time. Undercrunch. Load it. Shit. Keep it skinny. 58. Hey, Foxtrot. 58.
1st down, Rivers. This is caught by Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 9-yard line.
Black 11! Hey, Delta!
Mike 50.
Through!
Long yard. That's got to be a long yard. Check 43. Switch.
Q.
Go now.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Next to score, Eagles 27, Cowboys 22.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry is Henderson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Brissett looks to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Back to throw. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Brissett. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted. Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.